Hey, my name's Bob Gardner. If you made it here on this page, it means that you or someone that you love is stuck. Stuck in behaviors and addictions and habits that you don't know that you'll ever be free of. You're not even sure there's hope to be free of them, but they're crushing your life. For me, that was pornography addiction. I spent 18 years of my life inside that space, from the time I was 14 years old, looking through art books, to the time I was 32. I already had 4 of my 6 children and a beautiful wife. And then one night in April 2012, she told me that she wasn't sure it was worth it to stick around anymore, and that she might leave. And that crushed me. Never mind all the shame and the guilt that I had already been feeling and carrying with me for those 18 years, first thinking I was just a broken man condemned to live not only in misery this life, but even in an afterlife. Never mind that, but on top of that, all of the failed attempts to try and be free of it. We're talking not just reading up and boning up on the science of addiction and how it's affecting my brain, but we went through 12-step programs. We went through anonymous online programs, not anonymous online programs, coaching, self-improvement workshops. I went through healing training and went to different healers. I went through everything that I knew how to do, and none of it worked. I didn't know what the problem was. I didn't know why I couldn't get over it. And that was the worst part. Not only was I going to be left alone to deal with this phantom that I couldn't grapple with, but I was going to be left alone without even being able to interact with my wife and kids again in the same way. I was crushed. It was the lowest night of my life. And I didn't know if I was ever going to make it past that. I had wanted to take my life so many times and never did. I was deeply, deeply hurt. And it all started to change when I realized that pornography was not the issue. Here I stand on top of a mountain that I had climbed. And the only way I could climb this mountain was taking one foot in front of the other and dealing with the rocks and the boulders and the gravel and the bushes that were in front of me. But I thought I was climbing that mountain. You see, I thought pornography was the issue. And so here in my mind, I was trying to climb this mountain of pornography addiction when I realized that wasn't the real issue. As soon as I was able to switch from thinking that my problem was there to realizing that it was right under my feet and that the real issue was something very different, all of a sudden, all the energy that I had put into chasing freedom went to the right place, uprooted the real problem, and all of a sudden I started to experience freedom and hope and light and happiness that I didn't even dream possible for so long, because I just thought I was going to be an addict for the rest of my life. I had sat in meetings claiming that I was powerless for so long, and here I was finding that I didn't feel powerless anymore, that I actually felt powerful, that I actually felt like I could control my life, that I actually felt like I could make decisions on my own, conscious choices, and not just wake up a couple hours later realizing that I just spent a couple hours with shaking, jittering fingers inside some computer lab staring at pictures of people and pornography online, videos and chat rooms and all the other stuff that I had been into. I don't blame my wife for wanting to leave. She was hurt. She'd been betrayed by someone who had promised her his heart, but couldn't deliver. And that was really the truth. I couldn't deliver. Once I found the real issue and started to work on that, all of a sudden I found that I could deliver again. And our relationship shifted. And it's one of the most beautiful things I get to experience on a daily basis. My relationship with my kids is this powerful, beautiful experience for me. How I feel about myself inside myself and my ability to just sit and find happiness, how I am at work, everything changed. Because I stopped fighting the wrong mountain. I stopped climbing the wrong mountain and started climbing the right one, the one that I was on. One step at a time. I found the correct problem, figured out how to let go of all of my judgments of myself and about the past, and actually use my history as a powerful thing in my life. And then I was able to move forward in the direction that I always wanted to go. If that's something that you're hoping for, even though right now you don't dare to hope that that's possible, we can get on the phone and we can talk to each other and see if there's something that I can actually do to help you out in your place. I've talked to people who've been dealing with drug addictions, food addictions, and obviously sex and porn addiction, because that's something that I know really well. You don't have to live the rest of your life stuck in this behavior, stuck in this habit, or stuck in this addiction. You are not powerless. You've just been climbing the wrong mountain. It's time to start climbing the right one. There's some people who did that with me. They have videos down below. Watch them. And let's get you started climbing the right mountain so that you can experience the exhilaration and feeling that comes from reaching the summit and feeling the winds of freedom in your face.